Yeah. So just click open a main workflow. Here we can see there's nothing initially. So as I told you, this is a project. Inside a project, we have different dependencies and settings, main.xml. This is an XAML file actually. This is where we have our main file. This is our main file. Okay. And project.json, this is actually Java simple object notation file where we have all the dependencies. Okay. So you can find all the dependencies and project details in a JSON file. JSON file basically kind of a configuration file. See, this is the name of the project. So this is a description. This is a main.xml. Main file is this one, main.xml file. Dependencies and web services, nothing. Entity service, nothing. Schema version is 4.0. Studio version is 21.8.001. And so on. But you no need to focus on these settings for time being, at least. Okay. So I'm just going to close it. Okay, here I'm going to create add activities. How to add activities actually? So I just want to assign some variable. See, automatically it has created a sequence. Automatically it has created a sequence. That means we can't create a independent activity without creating a sequence. First you have to create a sequence. Okay, see, sequence has been created. Okay, so what's the name of this sequence? Here we can give the name of the sequence. Okay, variable demo sequence. Otherwise you can simply ignore sequence. Okay, variable demo. Inside the demo, so again we have a public, private and all. I will discuss later. So inside nothing, no activity is there. I just want to add an activity. How to add an activity? We can drag and drop here from here. Okay, see here, assign, write line, these are various activities. Okay, just go and drag and drop write line. Okay, this is a variable demo. This is a variable demo, but is it accepting the value? See what is error you are getting? It's a compilation error we are getting. Why? This is a variable demo. End of expression expected. End of expression, that means we have to end it. Okay, so we have to give a double quotes that then only it can understand it is a variable, proper variable. Okay, just enter here, just go here, double quotes, just go and here and double quotes. Okay, gone. Okay, all errors are gone. Now coming to write line, the display name is write line. So I just want to change the display name as you can simply say variable info. Okay, this is a variable demo. And a text writer, if you want to write this text to some another text, you can do that. Okay, so that will explain later what is text writer and all. Coming to variables, see these are the variables. This is what we are going to discuss now. Just add a variable. First you have to create a variable demo. After clicking the variable demo, you have to create a variable here. What type of variables you can create? Okay, it is a string type. Okay, so just go to home, var string type. Okay, so variable type, here you can see what type of variables you can see here. Boolean, integer 32, string object, string data table, and array of the table, and browse for other types. First we'll see browse for other types. See these many .NET types supported by UiPath. Okay, so here you can see accessibility and closed XML. So many things are there, but as a fresher, we no need to use all these data types. Okay, we focus mainly on see these are actually different libraries and this .NET types. We never use all those things. Definitely, we never use. Okay, these are the various classes and packages available in a .NET framework. Hence, we can simply close.
Sir, what are these?
This is actually .NET browser, .NET class types. Okay, .NET is the right .NET framework. Types basically. We never use all these .NET types. We basically use a primitive data types. There are two type of data types. One is a primitive data type and non-primitive. Okay, primitive. Another one is non-primitive. What is primitive? Primitives are nothing but integer, string, okay, and then double, okay, and that's it. Non-primitive where we create arrays, array, okay. So these are non-primitive data type. So next, coming to the array of the type. So this is array of type. What type of array you want to create? I want to create a integer 32 type. That means integer type array I want to create. Just click OK. So we have created. So variable scope. So variable scope should be scope of the variable. Okay, variable demo. That means this is a sequence. That means across a sequence you can use this variable. Okay. What is the default value? There's no default value. If you want to add a default value, we can definitely add it by just using the spiral values. Okay. 1, 2, 6, 99, okay, 57. Okay. So this is the array type which we have used. See, this is the array type which we have used. Okay. I want to print it. How to print it then? I want to print it. How to print? Just add one more variable here. Okay. So just come here, just add here. So inside here, I just want to print the values of array is, okay, array is plus, okay. So what type of variable is actually var string type, okay.
Sir, 1, 2, default. What are those? I didn't get it.
Integers. 1, 2,
Okay.
6, 99, 56 are integers.
The use of why are you right there, sir? I didn't get it.
Yeah. See, these are actually default values. That means either you can give here or you can also ignore it. You don't need to give if you don't want to give. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Either you can give here or you don't need to give anything. Okay. Okay. But here I'm just declaring some values 12, 34, and 23. Done. Okay.
I can write anything there.
Yeah, you can write anything.
Okay.
Okay. So the value of a here there's an encountered expression. So the value of array, okay, plus is not defined for the type string. Okay. So what you have to do? This is actually a string type. Okay. But here we are using plus symbol, right? That's why we are getting an error. So just delete it. Dot to string. Yes, converting into to string. Control S. Okay, gone. So why we are converting to string basically? Because write line can accept only string type. That's the reason we have to convert into to string. Then only it will simply return the values. Otherwise, it throws in a error. Just click debug file. So you can simply go and check output. Okay. Second one, third one, sequence is completed. So where is the output? This is where output here. See, this is output. Okay. So the value of the type is what type it is actually? What type it is? It is a system.int 32 and array type. So I just want to print what type of object is. The object type is system int 32. It is array type. So I don't want to confuse you here. I just want to give you one more example. I'm just creating a variable, another variable here. Just go to sequence. So I'm just creating another variable here. This is actually first name. Or it's a string type. Okay, string type. I want to assign first of all. So I want to assign, right? I just want to go and give assign. So assign.
So assign means, sir, what?
Assign means giving some values to the variable.
Okay, sir.
Giving right, in C program, we assign some values to the variable. Similarly, here also we assign some values to the variable. What's the value? String. It is a, since it's a string type, I will give you Sarda. Okay, so done. So I want to print the value here. How to print again? Just go to, okay, let's go to, what's the variable name here? Variable name is first name. First name. Okay, you can simply enter. That is enough because it's string type only. That's why you don't need to again give dot to string. Control S. Just run this program now. Okay. So just go and check the output. Now here you can see the output. The value of array is Sarada. See, this is not an array. So the value of string variable, that's what you have to give. Okay. String variable first name is okay. Right. Run this program again. Okay, then is it clear? So similarly, you
Yeah.
can create a other type also. Now I'm just going to give salary. Salary is a string type? No, it's not a string type. What type string is? Salary is? Salary should be?
Uh,
Yeah, salary should be?
sorry.
Yeah, salary should be integer, right? Salary
Yes,
should be
integer
integer. Integer means numbers. Okay, numbers.
numbers. Yes, sir.
Okay, so salary. Now I just want to add one more step here. Okay, this is the first name, right? So I'm just going to add one more activity here. So either you can click plus symbol or you can drag and drop. Either if you want to add a new activity, either you can click a plus symbol or you can drag and drop if you want to. Just plus symbol, assign,
Drag and drop, sir, means what? Drag and drop.
drag and drop. I've shown that this is a drag and drop. Just drag and drop here, plus symbol added. Okay. So again, what is the value here? The value is salary. Salary. What is the value here? Salary is actually, you can say 12,000. Okay, 12,000 salary. How to print again? Control C, Control V. Okay, just drag and drop here. Right. The value of the salary. Okay, the value of the salary. Okay, the value of the salary is what is the salary? 12,000. I want to print that one actually. So just remove it. Salary. Since it is an integer, that means it's a number value. I want to convert into a string. Why? Write line can accept only a string type. That's the reason. Okay. So just go here and you
Okay.
can find the value. See, write line type is it's a type. Write line writes a specified string. Okay, writes a specified string to the output window. So it just specified string. That means string only you have to give. That is the reason salary dot to string. That's what you have to do. That's all. Control S. Okay. Let's run this program. Okay. So just go and open output. Here you can see the salary variable value is 12,000. Similarly, you can check Boolean also. Boolean. Okay. So I'm just going to create quickly one more variable. Okay. Boolean. What's a Boolean? Tell me. Boolean means nationality, Indian or not. Okay. Yes or no? Can you tell me the question? Are you Indian? Okay, it's a
Yes.
Boolean type.
Okay.
Okay, just go to next variable. Just copy, assign, and this both I just want to print. Okay, copy. It's on this. Okay, it's Control C, Control V. Okay, just drag here the last one. What? Yeah, drag here. Okay, and this one also. Control C, Control V. Just drop here. Drop here. Okay. So this time the value, are you Indian? Yes or no, right? So I just going
Yes.
to delete salary. Are you Indian? Okay. Are you Indian is a Boolean. So what's the value you have to give? What's the value you have to give?
Yeah. Yes.
True or false, right? True or false.
True or
Only you have to
false?
give true or false. True. true. That's all. Okay. So you can give, are you Indian? Okay. Home, the value of nationality. Okay. So that's it. But still we are getting an error. Again, we need to convert into a string type dot to string.
To
That's
string.
all. Okay. Control S. Gone. Okay. So just run this program again. So integer, string, and then Boolean. So these many type of data variables can be created. Okay, clear? Just go and check in output. Here you can see, okay, the nationality variable is true. Okay, salary still is there. I want to delete it actually. So just go here. Okay, control S, done. Okay. So is it clear? Now coming to variable types, come here. So there are no variables because we are not selected. Select an activity to set variable scope, right? So I just want to click any activity. Yeah, done. Okay. So next variable, variable 2, it has been already created. I just want to change it. From this time, I want to use an object. Okay, object, Boolean, integer, string, and object. So what is that object actually? How to use this object? Okay, object can hold any value. It can be a integer, it can be anything. Anything can be used, object is. Okay. See, it can be a data table also. Data table is an object, but these are advanced. I will explain later how to use this data table and all. Okay. Okay. So system.in32 that we have already seen. And then coming to variable object type. Just come here. Okay, add, assign, again assign. So this time I want to give variable 2. Variable 2 equals to, what is the value? You can give any value that can hold. It should be object type. It should be object type. You can simply give, okay, this is a object. Done. Okay, this is object. What type of value it is? Actually, it is an integer. Still, it is able to accept because object can hold any kind of value. Object can store integer. Object can store string. Object can also string a Boolean value. That's why. Okay. So again, Control C, Control V. Okay. Let's come here. Just add here, and then here I just want to give. Okay. So variable 2. Okay, that's it. Okay, the value of object is that I want to see. Okay, the value of object is, okay. So enter. No, still it's getting an error. What is error again? See, it should be dot string 2 dot to string. Okay, string. Control S. Okay. Now what type it is? Actually, it simply returns. Okay, just click. Okay, just go and check output. See, this is object. Okay, this is object. So what is the difference now? Tell me, what is the difference between an object and another variable? Object can hold any value. It can also hold string also. See, it can hold integer also. 23.4534. Control S. Okay, just run this program. Okay, see, let's go and check output here. The value is 123.34. Is it a string? No, it's not a string. It is an integer. That means the object can hold any kind of data. Object can hold any kind of data. Are you clear? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Instead of giving some odd name, I will give proper name of obj variable. Okay, obj variable. Okay, so obj variable 123.34. Now done. Okay, let's go here. Just one more variable type. So variable one we have used, and then I'm just going to create a variable, another variable. Here, just click here. Then I will see what is array of t. I have already discussed what is array of t. Okay, so I'll give this one actually marks. Okay, so what type it is actually? It is actually integer of string. Okay, just click here, and this, and what type of data you can store here? See, integer 32, string, object, again the same set of data we can store. I just want to give integer 32. So just click OK. Okay, then now just give assign, drag and drop, assign. Okay, just assign the values here. What's the value actually? Marks. Okay, let's go here, add the values of 78, 89, 56. Right, so what is the error again? You are getting here, compile encounters expression value of type one dimensional array of integer cannot be converted into a string type. Okay, so see, here we have given the data type called string. That's the reason it is not accepting. Then I want to change it slightly. Instead of string, I want to give int 32. Okay, int 32. Okay, clear? So now just go here, enter. Still we are getting an error. What is the error? Cannot be converted into integer. $78, $89, $56 value of type one dimensional array of integer cannot be converted into integer. Why? Okay, just give me some time. Array of t, integer 32. Okay, done. Okay, now just go here. Yeah, now we are able to assign. Maybe we have selected wrongly. Now it is able to take integer. See, marks initially it is system dot into 32. Now it has become an integer 32 of array, single dimensional array. Okay, how to print these values? Then just come here again. Right line of, just going to right line. Okay, right line of. Okay, the values of array marks. The values of array marks is, okay, marks is plus marks. Okay, so dot to string. So again, what it does actually, it simply returns the type of the array. Okay, just simply click star. Okay, so here just go and check output. Here you can see what type of array it is actually. It is system.int 32. See, the value of array marks is system.int 32 because it simply returns the type of the array. But I want to see the values. How to see the values? Tell me. How to see the values? Here we have to add iterator called for. Okay, for loop. Okay, for each also can be used. Okay, you can search here for. Okay, so under workflow you can see for loop. Okay, for
Sir, what is the use of for loop?
yeah, I will explain. Okay, I'll explain.
Okay.
Wait. For So app integration reads CSV, mail, Outlook, data. Yes, for each Gmail and Outlook and all, for each row in data table. So event, find, image event, find, mouse, OCR, text. Okay, image event, workflow. Yeah, here this one. Okay, so you can find all kind of programming controls under workflow. Please remember this. Okay, all kind of programming controls like continue, break, delay, each, for each, parallel for each, and so on. We found all these things in a workflow. Please remember this. Just drag and drop for each, for each. Okay, for each. Okay, so for each item in. Okay, so enter a expression here. So what is the expression here? Atom in a marks. Okay, so the body, I just want to, okay, go here. Okay, so you can simply use a right line off. Okay, right line off. Okay, so the value is actually item. That's it. Okay, for each, after assigning the values to this one, we're just using for each dot to string controllers. Okay, so I will explain what is for each again. Just run this program and check first of all. Again, go back, again, just enter the values. See, just keep on executing the values. Done. Okay. See, what are the values we have actually entered? 12, 34, 23. Just go and check output. Here you can see the values of 12, 34 and 12, 34 and 23. Please remember this. See, the values has been printed here. Okay. So this is how we use actually data types. Is it clear? Yeah.
Yeah.
I know you are a fresher, very new to UiPath. That's the reason you bit confused, but it's very simple. See, if you take any programming language, any programming language, it might be Java, it might be Python, it might be C, C++, .NET, any C#.NET, any programming language, variables are very basic concepts. Variables. What is variable? Variable is actually a temporary memory location. It can store the values. Okay, memory location where it can store the values. Variable salary, first name is there. First name is a variable. What type of variable is actually? It is a string type. So string type can store the values in a double quotes. First name is actually Prasad. Okay, so this is a first name. So you can give last name or you can give anything actually. If it is an integer, int 32. It is a boolean, you can give boolean. Boolean can accept only true or false values. True or a false. Okay. So I will here itself. I want to cover one more thing. Delay. I just want to delay the sequence for some time. How to delay it actually? So I want to delay here. I want to delay. So what is the value of delay actually? We can add the value delay here. So in my milliseconds, 50,000, 5,000. Okay, done. Okay. So what is the value it can accept? So till 5 seconds it can wait after reaching the delay. See, just give here 5 in items. Okay, here you can see 5,000. See, this is actually methods. This is actually properties. This is a class symbol. I'm explaining. So if you are able to see these marks, just remember this. This symbol indicates this is a method. This is a property. This is a class. This is a property again. See namespaces. And these are actually constants. This is actually keywords. Okay. So 5,000 milliseconds, that is. Okay. 5,000 milliseconds. If you want to give separately in advanced console, you just click the plus symbol. Okay. Open in advanced editor. Here you can add the values.
Sir, I can see your screen is off.
Pardon me, Sarda.
Your screen is disconnected.
Fine, we stop here anyway. Are you clear with the variables concepts?
Yes, sir.
Huh? We'll again we'll discuss
Yes, sir.
the same concept tomorrow. Maybe you have some network issue. Please check from your end. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Try to connect in a stable network and try to connect on the laptop or desktop. That is better.
Okay, sir.
I'm going to stop here. So variables I will explain.
Okay.
If you have any question, just let me know. Tomorrow also I will explain. Also.
Okay, sir.